Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the making of album number 5, which now has a title. It was tentatively called Things Change. Now it's 100% definitely, it's confirmed in ink, digital files, whatever. It's called Things Change. That's the name of the album. Last episode we were at Sick Room Studios. We've done everything that we need to do in terms of guitars and bass, percussion, all that sort of stuff. There are a couple more things that we did after that. I wanted some backing vocals, some female backing vocals on a couple of tracks. I got those done via one of those band musicians for hire type websites. Got that done, sent it over to Owen. He now has the unenviable task of having to EQ, compress, comp, whatever, all the millions of takes of vocals and guitars and all that kind of stuff, and mix and master everything. He is going to be doing that. He's starting mixing and mastering at the end of this month, I believe, which is at this time of me speaking these words, it is March 2025. So at the end of this month, Owen's going to start on that. So maybe sometime in April, fingers crossed, we'll have a completed album. In the interim, I have been interacting with someone called Daryl Blythe from Atom Boy, who did the artwork on all of the previous albums, and he's done it now. He's done the album work on this one. So it went back and forth a little bit. I had this idea for an album cover that was based on an AI image, which you may have seen in previous videos, which looks like this. I went off it. I wanted that to be the artwork, or the artwork to be based on that, and then the AI thing kicked in my head. I'm not sure of the terms, uncanny valley, but something kind of went off where I wasn't 100%. I didn't like it after a while, that artwork. Why didn't I like it? I think everything your brain recognises, like I say, maybe it's uncanny valley might be the wrong term, but something like that, where you see AI everywhere, you see images, and after a while you sort of know on some level you know something's being generated by AI, and it kind of doesn't have a nice quality to it. You know, it's got its place, isn't it? But anyway, I wasn't keen on it after a while. So spoke to Daryl, and after we'd had some back and forth on the AI image, he kind of said that if I just let him know what the album was going to be called, he'd just come up with some ideas, and then we would use that to create the artwork. So we'd basically start from scratch. He came up with a few ideas. Out of all the ideas he came up with, the one that I liked the best, funnily enough, was the one that looked most similar to the previous artwork. So even though I wanted a departure from that, when I saw this particular piece of artwork, I liked it. It looked awesome in my mind's eye. And at the end of the day, that's what counts, isn't it? It's like you see something, you like it. You don't always need to be getting out of your comfort zone or trying to stretch yourself artistically. Sometimes you see something or you hear something, it looks good. Why mess with that? So that was what he went off and he did the artwork with. Massive thanks to all of the Patreon people on the Discord who were kind enough to help me sanity check the artwork as well, because obviously, you know, it's all based on a document. I create a document as I go along that's got who played on what, the track names, all the information that you need to put on the artwork, the, you know, websites, PDP-8 records, all that kind of stuff. Basically, it needs a little bit of sanity checking. I popped it into the Discord, and everyone in there was nice enough, or a few people were nice enough in there to give up some of their time and just go through that and ping me stuff that they thought was incorrect, and then I could ping that off to Daryl and he could change things. So all of my erroneous punctuation and bits and bobs are all sorted out, so I'm eternally grateful for that. Very grateful to the patrons in general, just because without you guys and the people that are tuning into the Twitch bar, buying coffees, pinging Jet Set Willies and lighters and all the rest of it, none of this would be happening. There wouldn't be a fifth album without you. I'm not saying that just to sound grandiose or anything. It's genuinely true. Without those people, there wouldn't be a fifth album. There probably, or would there? Would it just be a home album? Would I just sit there and knock up demos at home? I definitely wouldn't go to the studio, I don't think, if it wasn't for that money that just basically every couple of years, all those little bits of money trickle into an account and it's just into a PayPal, and then every couple of years there's enough money to go and hang out with Owen and record another album, which is very nice. So what have I done since then? So we've got an album, a big digital layout for the digipack with all the artwork, tracks and everything else in there. So we're doing a digipack. We've always done digipacks, with the exception of the first album, which I've got a copy of here. The first album was dual case. That's the one that looks slightly different to the other ones. But yeah, digipack. We did us a little landscape banner as well, and some other bits and pieces that we need for streaming and all that. So yeah, all looks great. Very grateful for him to do that, and for the back and forth on the iterations of that artwork. What else have I got to do now? The album's recorded, got the artwork done. I'll make some decisions about promo and whether or not, because that's the thing, isn't it? It's like there's an audience for the album. It's in terms of the people that stream it and stuff now. So do I want to promote it outside? Do you know what? I don't know how much use it is, but I used to go through, create spreadsheets with like all of the, hundreds of bloggers and radio stations, podcasts and stuff like that. And then you'd sit there going through the spreadsheet and pinging them the album. And occasionally someone would get back to you and say, oh yeah, I like that. That's cool. I'm happy to write a review. It takes up a lot of time. It's not that much fun to do. And at the end of the day, we're doing this mainly for fun. So I might do less of that, or just ping the people that I know have always been good enough to review it and play the music in the past, just ping them rather than pinging 1,000 odd people. What else? Probably speak to Dave and Scott and see if they fancy doing any music videos for this. I know Scott's quite keen to do one for Don't Believe the Hype. And that's about it. That's where we are at the moment. So yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks for watching. It's been lovely speaking to you once again. If you've enjoyed this content, feel free to like and subscribe. Bye for now.